Okay guys, welcome to another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. This week I'm looking at Ocean game Cobra, which was, I think it was based on the film of the same name starring Sylvester Stallone. It was released in 1986. Now this is the C64 one, which I believe the only redeeming feature is the amazing music by Ben Dalglish. But anyway, let's play it. Now I did... I actually mentioned, when did I mention it? I mentioned it in my Friday Waffle last week. We're talking about sort of Christmas computer video game Christmas memories. Now my mate had a Spectrum and we decided we would buy each other this game. So I bought it for his Spectrum and he bought it for my Commodore 64. And I remember just thinking, it was absolute garbage. It doesn't look as bad as I remember it to be. It looks like he's got bally leggings on it enough, but now it did take me a couple of goes before I decided to record it because I could not for the life of me figure out how to kill anybody. But you may have noticed at the very start of the video what you need to do is collect a knife. That is a large chopper and a half. Ah, bollocks. Now you've got an option for sound effects or music. Now normally I go for sound effects in arcade games, but in this instance, because the game isn't that great, I thought I was well listening to some decent music. I've got to say, and when I decided I was going to play this game, I just remember thinking this was absolutely diabolically bad. But you know what? It's not as bad as I remember. Now, normally you'd expect a game that you played, I don't know, 30 odd years ago. Yeah, probably 30 years ago. You would expect it to be not stand up very well, and if it was a crap game back then it's going to be a crap game now. As I said, it doesn't look or indeed even feel as bad as I remember it to be. Come on, how do we get to the end? Here we go, bunk bunk bunk, just to prove it's me playing it. Let's have one more we go. So yeah, I thought I'll put the worst one on first. This isn't this bad. Now you'll see there, you can't do anything until you pick up. You've got no, you don't seem to have any bullets of any kind. So you get to pick up the knife there. It's not exactly too clear. Now I believe that the aim of this game is to rid the city of villainy and scum, which sounds like pretty much every film of the 1980s. It's kinda like a... Bloody hell, that was quick. It's kinda like a poor man's Green Beret, I think. I'm actually starting to think I never actually knew there was a knife there to pick up, and maybe that's why I hated the game so much. But I was going to say, I was getting ready to play this version, and I was getting ready to absolutely pan it and see how awful it was, how unplayable it was, how glitchy it was, how the graphics are awful. But you know what, I'm struggling to kind of slag it off because it's not as bad as I think. Yeah, it's not a great game. I mean, it's got nice smooth scrolling. The sprites don't actually look that bad. Ah, bugger off. It's quite unforgiving. It's quite unforgiving, but you know what, that's the C64 one. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it was. Will it be the worst version? Well, we shall find out. Let's move on. Right, okay, this is the Amstrad one. There appears to be a complete lack of a start screen. It just goes straight into the game. Excuse me. Now I'm trying to see Am I actually shooting anything here? Am I punching? Ah, possibly I'm punching. Now you can see there it differs from the C64 one. So I need to pick that up. Don't know. Yeah, it's got a different look to it. That was always something that I always found quite interesting. Bloody hell, that's quite gory. What was the game? Death Wish on Amstrad, I think it was. I described as one of the most gory video games I've ever seen. That's right up there as well with the blood, which wasn't really something you got too much of in 8-bit games. Probably because it didn't really, the computers didn't have the sort of the graphical resolution to really display blood properly. But yeah, one thing I've always found quite interesting, when a company decides they're going to make a particular game, and especially something like a sort of a film, you know, a film tie-in, they obviously they'll pick certain scenes. They'll pick certain scenes that they want to feature, and so you'd think it'd be quite a strict kind of script. But you know, when you look at this one and compare it with the one we just looked at, the C64 one, yeah, it's kind of similar. You know, sort of a city. I mean, I don't remember seeing a killer duck in the C64 one, but yeah, they do tend to differ. And I have played the Spectrum one before, and I know that's different again. You know, you'd think they'd all be similar, but I'm guessing companies like Ocean must have just said, look, this is the premise of the game. You play a bad guy or you play a good guy who's basically going around cleaning up the city of scum and villainy, and it's you know, it's at night time, and let people do their own thing, because this game does not look anything like the C64 one, apart from it's got walls in it and the guy's got sunglasses. It was all just too much for you, apparently. Okay, let's... You'll see there when you press the fire button, it just goes straight into the game. Which is quite interesting. Again, it's kinda Greenberry. It reminds me of Greenberry with a bit of Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, I know I know there's no ghouls and ghosts and that kind of stuff, but you know, just the sort of the linear kind of platform type layout that this is using. Graphics for this aren't bad. Not bad. Scrolling's not the best, but you know, that's more down to the hardware rather than the actual programming. Oh, I thought I'd just crashed the game there. Yeah, I can't actually find any gun in this version. Now you can, no, I was going to say you can see a boxing glove at the bottom, but I think that's my life's. Is that a reference to Rocky possibly? Right, okay, pressing spacebar just does. Just as the same as the fire button. But it looks like I am killing things with pressing the fire button, so I think at the moment you're just got to punch. Is this better than the C64 one? I don't think there's much to choose between them, to be honest with you. I don't think there's either of these versions really set. Ah, did I pick that guy up? I've got no idea what the idea of the game is other than to try and kill people, I'm guessing. I can't find any gun. There must be a gun of some sort. You can't have a game like this without a gun. Last life, I think. I don't even know, do you get to an end of level or something? I mean, graphics aren't bad. They're not bad in this version. There doesn't appear to be any sort of... Ah, there we go. That's another neighbourhood cleaned up. Okay. Right, anyway, listen, it looks like it's just more of the same. Yeah, that's the Amstrad one. Let's take a look at the very last version, which is the Spectrum one. Okay, this is the very last version we're looking at. This is on the Spectrum. Now you see there, musical score by Martin Galway. I didn't actually realise he did music on the Spectrum. Interesting to see how that is. Now this game is held in a lot of... it's held in very high regard with the Spectrum community because it was programmed, and you can probably see at the bottom, this was the guy's sense of humour, Jonathan Smith, Joffa Smith as he was known as. He was probably one of the best programmers on the Spectrum. He did Hyper Sports, he did Green Beret, I think. Obviously did this one. I think this game is generally regarded as his best feature. There you go. Music, I'm just listening to music. Pretty good. I'm guessing, is that the 128 or is that? No, that's the 48K. Wow. Now my mate used to play this. I used to go up to his house and I would just sit and watch him playing this, and he would say to me, do you want a shot? And I'm like, nah, I don't want to go. I could never quite bring myself to play Spectrum games, which in hindsight I realise was quite silly, because the Spectrum's a fantastic little machine. What's quite impressive about this is there's parallax scrolling going on here. Graphics are excellent. Yeah, I think Joffa Smith, I think he's deserving of his the praise that he got. You know, you're probably aware that rather sadly he died. I don't know what he died of. He died quite a few years ago though. He was quite young. He was only, I think, mid-30s when he died. So it was a big loss to the Spectrum community. You know, I'm sure if he was still here, he'd probably, the morgue, that's rather inappropriate considering what I'm talking about. Yeah, I reckon if he was still here, he'd probably be still making games now, given the thriving sort of retro scene that we've got nowadays. He would absolutely be attending the play events with other legends like, you know, Jim Bagley, etc., Jeff Minter, all these guys. Now, I'm not very good, as you can probably tell. So you've got women with what looks like rocket launchers, I think. I'm not really doing this game justice because I'm not very capable of playing it. Let's go again. But rather than try and say, well, this is the best version, whatever, all I can do is give my thoughts on each game. Like I said, I thought the C64 one, I deliberately put that one in first because I thought that's going to be the worst one. But it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's certainly, you know, I remember it being far worse. The Amstrad one, kind of similar to the C64 one. Again, it's kind of garish graphics, but quite playable. This one, I just can't play at all. Let's try once more, Kempson joystick. If there was some sort of infinite energy thing, I'd have probably done it right. So if I'm a better to actually... Can I duck? It's pretty difficult, as you can probably tell. Graphics, typical Spectrum, you know, black and white graphics. But they've got their own real quirky, you know, quirky appeal. This could only be a Spectrum game. And it's super playable as well. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to go based on the fact that people, you know, absolutely revere it, or they rate this game as one of the best Spectrum games out there. I'm probably going to say if you want to play a good Cobra game, then you're probably better off looking at the Spectrum one, which we're looking at just now. As I says, if you want to, I mean, you know, I'm sure the Spectrum, not the Spectrum, I'm sure the C64 and the Amstrad ones are worthy of attention as well, but I think I would probably go for this one. But anyway guys, listen, that is it. If there's a particular game you want to see featured in this feature, please put your comments below. And finally, thank you very much for watching.